Hi everyone, it's Catherine here, and today I've got a finished jewellery update for the bargain bead box for November. As you can see, I don't have an awful lot left. I did make a few pieces. What I've got left is this lovely lampwork bead. I didn't actually use this one. The cranberry, the cranberry rondelles. A couple here are actually misshaped, they're not any good, and that bead cap isn't either, it's broken. But I've got a few of the cranberry rondelles. I just found that this colour really didn't go that well with the rest of the beads that they sent. I love this colour. This is that violet jade shimmer rondelles. I think these are beautiful. I've used some of them. We did get a lot of them. Got a few of the spacer beads left. Now, I am not a tassel person. I like beaded tassels. I do not like these fabric tassels at all. I'm just not a tassel person. So I did incorporate some. Some of you might laugh and think, yeah, you really did incorporate that in that piece of jewellery because it's very plain. But I did try because I've got no idea what to do with them because they're just not my thing. So anyway, I will get on and show you what I actually made. First one I attempted to do. Now, as you can see here, I've basically used the lampwork beads. These lampwork beads are gorgeous. They're really lovely. I just love the way the gold comes through, speckles through. Unfortunately, because they are like lampwork, they're not drilled straight through the middle. So they actually do look a bit crooked. But I thought, oh, I don't know, I quite like it anyway. So all I did is I got a head pin and I put one of the rondelles, the bead caps and the lampwork, just on a little wire wrap there. Now this here is the part of the toggle clasp. Now my one was broken. The loop here wasn't attached. So basically I had to file it down a little bit. I just stuck a little crystal on just to try and cover that. Now I don't actually think it's worked using this. I think I need a round one, not this shape. And also all I did was the head pins, pop on the head pins, the rondelle, the dolomite beads and the rondelle, and then I just basically made another link using the crackle agate and the spacer beads and the bead caps. Just followed the pattern up. Now also, if you notice, obviously you're going to notice I put chain on it. Now it's not worked. The chain is actually too long, so I need to take it apart and make the chain shorter so that it actually covers the beads better, a bit more like that, a bit shorter, so then it will lay nicer. So it wasn't a fail, but it wasn't one that had worked out quite how I envisioned it would work. But I'm going to take it apart and actually make that chain smaller and see if I can find something else I can use for this part so that it actually dangles down nicely. And then I just made, to go along with this, just a simple pair of earrings to actually match. And I just used the crackle agate and the bead caps, put them on a head pin, spacer bead and the rondelles, and I used the ear wires that come with the box. So they were just a simple pair of earrings to go along with it. So that was the first one I made. I didn't make a bracelet for this one, and normally I do try and do a 3-piece, but I didn't with this one. I'm a bit annoyed that I'm going to have to take it apart because it still doesn't, it's not right, only because it took me ages to do it. So, but I'm going to take it apart and make these shorter because they're just too long. And then all I did in the back was just add an extension and just done a little dangle for the end. And that was one of my own lobster clasps. So yeah, that was the first one I made. I actually think it's quite pretty. I'm just disappointed I've got to take it apart and redo it again, but that's part of making jewellery, isn't it? You play until you get it right, basically. So anyway, that was the first one, and I'll be back in just a tick with the next one. And this is necklace number 2. Now, love these fluted melon beads. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, these fluted melon beads. So basically I just made a 2-strand necklace, and I used the cranberry rondelles. I had some of my own little 3mm rondelles in like a ruby colour, so I used them, and the spacer beads, got a bit of fluff on my finger there, the fluted melon beads and the bead caps. That was the first for 1 strand, and the second strand I did use the cranberry rondelles and just put one of the spacer beads in between. And these, I can't remember if these were in the box or not, or if they were in a previous bargain bead box. I think they were in a previous bargain bead box, and they're what I had left. Now what I actually did, this is a piece of my own chain, and all I did was then add a dangle here using one of the cranberry coloured beads, just done a little bit of a bead wrap with the extension chain on top of that. Now for some reason, please can someone tell me, what have I done wrong? Because this side lays lovely, this one twists. What have I done wrong that's not quite right? Something isn't quite right to make it do that. So I'm hoping some of you lovely ladies out there that are a bit more experienced than me can give me a little bit of a tip, because I thought I'd put it on right, but I'm not sure I have now. And also I made, it's not working like that, just give you a little bit of a closer view like that, and then I just made some earrings to go with it, if I can get them out the top of this form. I haven't got enough space to show you the whole form, and I just made these earrings again using the fluted melon beads with some of my own little rondelles, and I took these tassels off of this one that had the 4 on them, and I must say I really didn't like this at all. Sorry, I just knocked the camera. So yeah, so I did use the tassels in that way, so I was really proud of myself that I actually managed to use the tassel in some kind of way, and I actually quite like these. These are actually quite nice, considering I really am not a tassel fan at all. So yeah, so these were a pair of earrings I made to go along with the necklace. And then I did actually make a bracelet. Oops, sorry, made a bracelet to go along with this one, which is this. All I did again was with the fluted melon beads, just followed the pattern of this one, this part of the necklace. I'll take it off of here. Oops. And the rondelles here, and then I just, this is from a previous bargain bead box, this clasp. I'm sure it was, no, it was a different bargain bead box. And then I just put a tassel on there, because I thought the tassel needs to go in somewhere, because I put it on the earrings. So that's what I've done with that one. It's I think it's, for me, I think it's a bit too tight for me. I think I made it a bit too tight for me to be able to wear it. But yeah, I thought it was quite cute, and it went really nice with it. I was actually, you know, red and gold, I actually think red and gold goes a lot better than red and silver, I must say. I am quite, as much as I don't particularly like this colour gold, it does go very well with the actual beads that they've actually provided. So that was my second set, and I will just show you my next. Bear with me. Okay, this is my third set. As you can see, I used one of the brass links that they actually sent through. Dolomite leads. What is the matter with me? I can't speak today. The dolomite beads, the rondelles, the spacers, and what gem was that? Was it fluorite? I'll have to have a look. I think it was I'm sure it was fluorite. Yeah, fluorite beads, gemstones. And I just put a couple of dangles, and on this one here, I've used the Lampwork bead and put obviously the bead caps. So yeah, so I just made 2 strands to hang off of there. Again, I put a little crystal in the middle because I just thought it just needed something else. And I did use the chain that come with the box, and I put a couple of the fluorite beads there with the rondelle and the spacer beads, just so it goes up. And then this is a long necklace, and I actually just made a little dangle, put an extension lead on, and it is a very long necklace, this one. It's meant to be worn quite long. So let's give you a closer view of what I've actually done. So yeah, I quite like this one, it's quite cute. Now I made 2 pairs of earrings to go with this one. About that, my camera actually stopped recording and I wasn't aware that it was not recording. But anyway, yeah, I made 2 pairs of earrings to go with that necklace. And the reason being is I've actually made another necklace that can be worn with that necklace. So if I quickly show you the earrings, I just used the Lampwork beads. Because they're quite heavy, I didn't feel that I could put more beads on it. And all I did was just use a ball head pin, one of the, oh my God, bead caps. Obviously the Lampwork bead, another bead cap, just done a little bit of wire wrapping. Yeah, so that was just simple ones to go with the necklace. And then I made these ones to go with it as well, where I used the fluorite beads, the rondelles, the spacer beads, and done a little bit of wire wrapping. And obviously the ear wires are the ones that actually come with the box. And I will show you the other necklace that I made, and then I will show you them together, so just bear with me. Okay, and here is the next necklace. Now all I did is basically it's a chain wire, what they call the link chains, or beaded chain, that's it. I knew I'd get there in the end. That's all it is really. I just kind of done like a beaded chain. I used the fluorite beads with 2 spaters next to it, and then I've used the dolomite beads with the bead caps and the spacers, and just gone up each side. I haven't gone all the way up. I have used a bit of the chain here as well, and then I've actually used one of the dolomite beads to add as a little dangle on the extension chain. So I will try and put them together. It'd be quite hard to show you because one is extremely long, so it does make a difference, but I'll just have a look and see if we can get them so that you can see what they actually do look like together. So yeah, they can be worn together. I can't show you the bottom like that, but yeah, they just are worn together like that. I actually think they are really nice. A nice long one. If you've got a nice, I don't know, even if it was a plain black dress or jumper, you could wear these with them, wear them together like that, which I think is quite nice. I did actually make a bracelet to go with them. I'll just quickly show you this one. I used the link again, and I've actually put a crystal in the middle, and on looking at it I don't actually think it's quite in the middle. I think it's just off, so I might have to try and take that off and put it in the middle a bit more, because I think it would drive me a bit nuts because I've just spotted it now, so it's in my head. But anyway, and then I just done like a beaded chain, and I just used the dolomite beads with the rondelles, and I used the clasp that actually come with the box. So that was the bracelet I made to actually go with it. It can be worn with either of them, either or. So that was that one. And then I had a few of the fluorite beads left, so I just made a stretch bracelet. And all I did was I had a few of the bead caps left, so I put the darker fluorite beads in the middle with some the bead caps, and then just added a few here, and then a spacer bead, Then I had some of these and they weren't uniform, so they were roughly a colour that would go with them, so I just used them to finish the back of the bracelet off. You're not really going to see them because it's actually this bit that you'll be looking at. So yeah, so that was a little stretch bracelet that could be worn with it as well. Yeah, and then I will just show you, and one that, let's say, I wasn't sure what to do with this. I'd seen a couple of YouTube videos where they'd actually used this and they really looked really nice. And what I wanted to do with this, I wanted to make it into like a choker. And so all I did was do a chain, again, like a beaded chain along. But then I thought, oh, that might actually be too tight, might hurt if it is a choker, because these are could be quite uncomfortable on the neck. So I changed my mind on that one. So what I might do is I might see if I can get some beads or something that I can do a bit of wire wrapping on here and use that to practice my wire wrapping. And I think I might just make a bracelet out of this bit here, because I actually do like that. It's quite dainty, so I think I might actually just try and make a bracelet out of it. I suppose I could again use a bracelet, make it a bracelet, and find something to put in there just to make it work a bit more. I could actually, that might be a good idea, because I quite like that. That's quite nice. And then I just made, last but not least, I'll take that off my wrist, just a little pair of earrings. I had a little tiny bit of the chain left, so I thought, you know what, that would look quite nice on a pair of earrings with the dangle. So that's what I did. I made a little pair of earrings. These could also be worn with that set as well. I thought these were quite cute as well. So there was them ones. Now the next part is I'm just going to show you what I actually did with the tassels, because obviously I am not a tassel girl. So let me set up and I'll show you what I actually did with the tassels. Just thought I'll quickly show you what I made with the tassels. Now these, I actually do quite like these tassels. These ones are actually really quite cute. Basically I just put them on a eye pin with a rondelle, and then just attach that to the actual ear wires that come in the box. I just thought they were quite nice, and it's a way of using them. And this one you're going to go, oh Catherine, that's really original. I just stuck them on the ear wires because I really didn't know what else to do with them, to be quite honest. Yeah, I can't really say much else to that. Well, basically, I just made what I could with them, just to make something with them, really. I'd never wear these. This one I think I might wear. I would never wear these ones though. But each to their own. Everyone's got their own taste. You know, just because I'm not a particular fan of tassels doesn't mean to say people can make them look really nice, because I've seen some really gorgeous jewellery made with tassels. It's just not my taste. So, but anyway, yeah, that's what I made. I'll give you a quick showing of what all the bits and pieces that I've made. So here's a quick look of what I've made with the November Bargain Bee box. I'm quite happy with what I've made. There are some bits that really do need a bit of improvement, such as this, where I need to cut the chain shorter, and obviously this, where it's not actually laying quite right. Anyone can help me out on that one, please let me know. And basically, thank you for watching. Love to hear your comments below, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Take care everyone. Bye.